How art thou? How art thou? Hi, sunshines. How art thou? How are we doing? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, huh? I am so happy to see you guys. How art thou? Hi, Latasha, Lakeisha, Vivian, Kissiara. Is it Kissiara? I don't like it when people get my name messed up. Please let me know. Let me know if I got it messed up. You have a question already? Okay. All right, sis. So, hi Charlie, how art thou? I'm going to so I always notice that not a lot of people are on early. So when I first get on live, people are starting to get on and notice that I am on, or notice that it's 7 o'clock. So I decided to being that she's in the South and she's running a little late, I figured give her a little bit more time, but we can build up so that when we speak to her, we can ask her the necessary questions so our time does not run out, because she only has an hour on here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build up our questions so that she is prepared when she come on here. She's very professional, very efficient. I just spoke to her not too long ago, and I'm excited and I'm ready. Let me tell you something. I've known her for a long time. I think I was in elementary school, and she's a family friend, like my best friend. That was her cousin, and she was more like the sister aunt, like the aunt that was strict, but not too strict, because I could call and tell her certain things that I don't want to tell my mom. Yeah, that's the type of person she is. And it was great seeing that everything that she had wanted, it came into life, and she's doing extremely well. Like I said, she's in the South, she's in the Carolinas somewhere. Her business is more than a business. So see, this is where I get my ideas from. Sorry, I had to take some yarn out because I'm crocheting at the same time. So where I get my idea of having your hand in a whole bunch of jars, because one business may not help you, but multiple businesses may maximize your benefits. That's where I got it from her, because she does so many things. She even went to school to do hair, but she don't do it no more. But it's like, wow, sis, like, wow. I don't think I would even do that. But who am I gonna say I wouldn't even do that? I was just gonna be a daggone nurse. I'm a nurse, a crocheting nurse, I guess. I don't know. But so yeah, this is going to be extremely beneficial, because this is someone who is up there and she guides people. She has classes. I'm preparing to take one of her classes, and it's virtual. She had live classes, in-person classes, and virtual classes. And it's not just her. She has like this networking team. It's almost like Tyler Perry. You guys know who Tyler Perry is, right? Medea. It's almost like Medea, because Tyler Perry is phenomenal all by himself. But add his networks, you know you're going to come up with something. You're going to get something. So even if it's not what you want, I was always told, learn no matter what. Even if it's not something that you don't want to know, learning is still good because you never know. You might need that something, that subject, that little bit of education. So I'm in an educational family, so everything was all about education. And so, yeah, that's what I was always told. I always said, I hate math. I can't stand math. Or if you have a substitute and the substitute come in there and talks about something that has nothing to do with your subject, it was something. I was always told that was something you learned that day, though. So take what you can and leave what you can't. Whatever you learn today or any other day that I am on live, because everything I do, I try to be educational. Take it. Take it. Run with it. Go get you some money with it. I'm telling you, you're going to learn something this week. If you didn't learn anything from me, you're going to learn something. Like I said, there's not a lot of people on here, so I'm actually really glad. Wait, how did that happen? I have a PowerPoint and it just disappeared on me. It says auto recover. Wow, that was crazy. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm excited. So I'm gonna introduce you. Let's build up some questions for her so that when she come on, we can just go bam, 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 bam. What she does is, if you want a nonprofit organization, she does nonprofit organizations. So I do know that a lot of business people want nonprofit organizations because the nonprofit organization can help your business. And it's almost like giving, but you have your business so that you can get, and you have your nonprofit organization so that you could give, and it actually works hand in hand sometimes depending on your business. And that's what she does. She does help you with the necessary paperwork that you need for your state. And a lot of you guys said you need to help with your LLC. Boom, she does that all day long. She's an author. There's some books that she has wrote that's in Amazon as we speak. We're going to talk about that. She's a domestic abuse survivor. So that is kind of sort of what planted the seed in her head on how she wanted to help, because she helps women who has gone through a lot of problems, and now they're very successful women. I know one lady who stuck by her side, and she was like a teen mom, and she was doing not great, and now phenomenal. I think when I saw that she was on her second book, she's singing, she's traveling. I'm like, wow, I love stuff like that. No need to get jealous. I love stuff like that because stuff like that can build up other people's confidence. If you see someone else going from the bottom and working their way up, you're gonna want to do that. So yeah, she helped her with that. So her the first book that she ever made was called Confessions of a Welfare Mom. So basically it was her brains, it was her idea. But Confessions of a Welfare Mom was the stories of welfare mothers, what they had to go through, why they had to go through it. And haha, I'm in it. So I'm a co-author in that book. So she had volume 1. I'm in volume 1. She asked me to be in volume 2, but my mind wasn't right. See how things slip up in your mind? It's like you blocking your blessings. You're blocking the good things from happening to you, because I could have been in that second book. I could have been in that third book. It just wasn't meant for me, I guess, at that time, because the young lady that I said that stuck by her side, she was able to get those stepping stones from her. So it wasn't meant for me to do it then. So now I'm up on it. I'm up on it. So yes, I am. I'm going to write a book. Now, the moral of my book is more so for us, crafty women. I don't see any books out there talking about how, I don't want to do a how-to book. We don't need a how-to book. We want something that explains our feelings, what we're going through, why we crochet or craft or whatever. I want to write a book about us. And if you guys want to be inserts in it, that would be awesome. I just have this idea, and I feel like a group of us should write inserts. So the insert that I wrote in that first book, it was probably like 5 pages. It wasn't a whole lot. But I'm a creative writer. So because I'm a creative writer, I was able to be a little bit more creative and dramatic because I'm a Pisces too. So I was dramatic. I described that smell. I described what you heard in there, babies crying, the news on it. I described everything. So as you're reading it as if you are sitting there. And that's what I was told by a lot of people. Like, wow, you made it seem like I was sitting right there next to you in the welfare office. That's how I am. That's what I do. So I want to do another book, but I want this book to be more crafty. And that's what I'm going to talk to her about, because she has a institute called Journey Towards Purpose. So your journey towards your purpose, sometimes you don't even know, because ask me that 2-3 years ago, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what my journey to purpose was. I honestly, I would tell you things, I didn't believe it in my head. I was lying to myself. So because I was lying to myself, I didn't believe I was really going to do these things. So her group had Journey Towards a Purpose. It's a global institute basically teaching people how to be master coaches. Oh, okay, she just sent me a message. Oh, I actually thought she wasn't going to be on to 7:30, but okay. So get your questions ready, ladies. The other thing is she has a publishing company, Empowered, what is it? Empowerment Corporation. Empowerment with the EM and then power, POWER, in big letters, and then ED. It's not empowerment, it's Empowered Corporation. And for women, for women, and help us to grow more into our business. So in order to have a successful business, you got to know yourself. You got to be good with yourself. You got to stick to those goals and don't budge from trying to get it. It's okay if you have a setback, but don't let that setback stop you at all. That's what she do. She whips you into shape. She does. And I don't like it when someone says to me, what are you doing? Why did you do that? You need to do better. I don't like when people say that to me. It bothers me. I'm a grown woman. Don't tell me I could do better. I know I could do better, but obviously it's a reason why I can't do better. That's what she's there for. She went to school for that. So she knows how to talk. I don't. I don't know how to say stuff. I sometimes feel like I'm aggressive when I'm trying to tell people stuff, but she's really good at that. And she makes you want to like open up your brain and say, yeah, I have these goals. I'm ready to go. She had me do that, oh my gosh, so many times, but I wasn't ready. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Now you can't stop me. Um, so I want to do the book, and the book I want it to be divapreneur, like an entrepreneur, but diva. And that's basically, divas that are entrepreneurs, and how or why we got to where we are. Or, like I said, I don't want a how-to book. I just want a book that explains the struggles, the journey that we went through to get to where we at. It almost reminds me of the the Joanne's thing, because when I was doing that video for Joanne's thing, I'm a baller. I cry. I get so emotional. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just so emotional. So yeah. Imagine when Joanne sees that video, Joanne's craft store see that video, they're gonna be like, this girl, this poor chick, what is wrong with her? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, give her a little bit, 5 minutes. So I so far have one question. I don't even know if you're still on here, but I don't know how you're gonna get your question unless you come back a little later, but I will definitely have her answer it. So it's not just crafty businesses. It's like the ladies are in businesses all over different things. And crafting might just be your hobby, but you may be good at something else and you want to do something else. That's what she's there for. Because again, like I said, she has her hand in so many things that she has that network. So many people. When I tell you I like to network, that's who I go to. So many people that has that networking. Like if I say I really wanted to have this crochet business and make it into a nonprofit organization and help kids, and I could go to her and she has that system to build it up. And I am just so excited and can't wait. Ashley, Diva, when is the book going on sale? What book? Are you talking about the book I'm talking about? It didn't even start yet. I need y'all to help me. Um, her books that's on Amazon, they're already there. Um, those are books that she had done throughout the years. I think the Confessions of a Welfare Mom book I did. I think my youngest son was like 3, and now he's 11. So that was a good while ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago. That was when I first started crocheting too. I really didn't crochet that much at that time, so I didn't really know. You ready?
If I go in the house, the boys would be talking and stuff. I ain't gonna do that. Okay, let me
Ah,
go. Hi.
hi, Kiwan.
So
Coach
silly.
K. How art
Girl,
thou?
I am so well. I am very well. God is good. I'm alive. I am well. How are you?
I am great. I'm so blessed. I can't believe you on here with me.
What? I can't believe I'm on here with you. This is so fun. I'm trying to get my camera correct. I don't want to be all looking crazy. Okay. All
Aw,
right.
you good.
I'm
So
good.
I was
Okay.
just introducing you and just basically
Okay.
explaining to them how I know you and how
Okay.
beneficial you are for so many different women. And yeah, just explain who you are, what you do.
How'd you do with that? Because it's insane.
I
Did
know
you
that's
get
what I
like,
was saying.
man? Listen, it's my life, my early part of my life certainly did prepare me for this part of my life. Okay, so understanding where I've come from certainly did prepare me for where I am now with what I do with other women, what I do with families. All of that came from just what I did do and did naturally. So it's pretty dope to be able to operate and live my life on purpose for real. And that's really what it is. It's really just operating truly in purpose. So I'm really really blessed in that regard for sure. Really,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay. So what is your company?
Okay,
What is
all
it?
right. Okay, so I have a company called Journey Towards Purpose Global Institute. and I was really on the fence. Let me back up. I did not intend to create the company. I was just doing the work, if that makes sense. So you got to
Right.
do the work in order for you to say, oh, you know what, I might actually be able to do something more with this. So I was doing the work and I created the curriculum Journey Towards Purpose. And what happened was it began to grow beyond just the folks that were interested in, hey, what are you doing over there in terms of my coaching? And so I said, you know what, I better go ahead on and legitimize this thing here before it goes in a whole different direction. And so I started out with my starting lineup 2 years ago with 12 ladies, and now I am at a little over 40 folks. And yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty dope. So, does Journey Towards Purpose Global Institute do? We are a coaching personal development company. I do a lot of coaching, individual and group, based on a curriculum that I created. And the curriculum that was literally birthed out of 20 something years working with women. And so I took a lot of the different activities and resources and different things that I've done over the years with women and created something that allows me to help them peel back a few layers. And then the other piece of that is how it became a coaching program. Was God basically said, well, it's not just for you, it's for other people. And I now work with other servant leaders to give them a tool that they can use to work with the women that are called to them. And it's not just for women. My main population is women, but it is certainly available for people. We do have a male coach. We do have, I've done the activities in a sense with my boys, even. They don't know
Oh,
that's what I'm
okay.
doing because they've never seen the
Oh,
curriculum. So, me asking certain questions about, like, I have this activity called, what's going in and what's coming out. So if you are talking about what pulls from you and what goes into you, I'm just doing that with them. They don't know it's something. There's a wheel in my curriculum that you can actually, physically do this. So, just, helping them to, and teaching them to be aware about what they're putting out and what they're allowing to come into their space. And some things that are negative can also be positive, and being aware of that. And so that's something that I teach women to do. So why would I not do that with my own people close to me? So that's a part of
that
it.
makes a lot
So
of sense. That do. It makes a
let me
lot of
tell you,
sense.
a lot of people, when they go through the program, it's like, some things it's like, duh. But but in the same token, even though it makes a lot of sense, when we are in the midst of chaos, or we are in the midst of what do you call it? Trauma, we
Yeah.
forget that stuff. Or when we are
Yeah.
at a place where the trauma has already happened and now we're in recovery mode, we forget that, I'm some things I allowed in, but some things actually happened to me, so it's really a lot of what Journey Towards Purpose is. I call it just really taking a lot of self inventory. So you're taking inventory on yourself, but you're also taking inventory on your life, and some of the um accidental consequences of some of the things that weren't even, from you. So it really is a matter of, figuring those things out, placing blame where it needs to be, and taking responsibility for what needs to be taken responsibility for, and figuring out, how do I ball this all up and pack it where it needs to go in order for me to make a move on for myself. So there's a whole lot that has to happen in order for us
I
to
see.
step over some stuff. But I mean, that's why it's coaching. That's why it's all about, where you're at now. And I am always excited when women have those aha moments. I'm training a coach now who the class was literally 2 hours shorter. And I looked at it and I was just like, dang, what like, did I just not talk enough? What did I do? Why was it not, why was my time so off? What I realized is that when she went through her divorce, and after that was such a season of healing for her, that she actually did take the time and do the work. So as
Oh,
we're going through the exercises, a lot of the stuff she had really done. So she was
wow.
in the capacity of learning so that she can teach, because she would not have been able to teach somebody anything that, in terms of her process. I gave her a tool that she can now use to help other women. And by her taking the class healed, it went faster, because we're not having a whole hour discussion on issues that are happening now.
Right. That's
Totally. I mean,
crazy.
I'm telling you, blew my mind. I was like, I gotta rethink this, so I don't want people to be like thinking I'm giving them less than what, whatever I want, but I leave it so there is room for discussion, because it's a two-part. You're learning as a coach, but because you're also learning and healing, and you're also dealing with yourself, you're still a client too. So you're going through it, but you also have to remember that you're going to be teaching it. So you got to deal with it for your personal, in order for you to get it, in order for you to share it. So, it's a twofold thing. But if you're healed, then I'm really just giving you a tool that you can use to get the women to be able to identify some things for themselves. It was so powerful.
That
And I can't wait
is
we have
definitely
another session
powerful.
Saturday. I can't wait to talk to her about it. Be
Oh,
like, girl,
wow.
you don't know what you taught me.
Wow.
She
See,
taught
the more
me.
that you're talking and you're saying that is making me think, because when I read your email about it and I'm reading about the class and I'm steady saying, well, I am still healing from the trauma that I went through for 12 years, and I'm always on here trying to help others, but I find myself crying all the time. So I don't have all the tools to help others
And
because
that's
I'm always
exactly why
crying.
I created the program. It's exactly why I created the program. The program is specifically for servant leaders. If you are about serving God and you are about leading who God called you to lead, then this program is right for you. I had this coach who, she's not my coach, but she said that I was, what did she say? Well, the question was, about growing my program or what have you. And I said, well, I don't fish. I put stuff out, which is my net. If folks jump in, they jump in. I'm not spending a whole bunch of money and time on advertising. I don't share it all the time. I I can't manage, 300 and 400 women anyway. Yes, if it grew that big, of course I would have staff and what have you. But I said, I only want who God called for me. And she told me I was, that was a cop out, and that I was, how does she put it? Like I was hiding or and I'm like, maybe, but the bottom line is that I only want who God called for this.
You said
Because,
maybe.
I was like, well, that's not something unusual. Okay, well, maybe I'm not doing, and then I was like, I don't want everybody, because this is intimate to me and this is very personal to me. I can do a class once a month with one lady. I'm good. I feel like
I feel the same.
I priced it competitively. You can look at, I've looked at other programs, 1,200, 1,000. Yeah, I've seen it. Great. But then I saw programs that are like online for $25. I was like, yeah, no, no, thank you. So, I mean, there's the whole gamut out there. I know what God gave me. I understand who I'm called to, and who God calls for me. And usually there's a whisper. And so I only even share it when God tells me to. I only
Yeah.
share it when God tells me to. And the lady that I'm talking about, she was supposed to get in almost 2 years ago because my cousin had told her about the program. So
Mm.
what she did was sat back and watched, quiet, which
Yeah,
is what
that's what I
people
tell
do,
them.
Shauna.
People watch you. Yes. People watch you. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly what I was saying. But I do want to touch bases on because you're an author as well. And I was
Yes,
talking about
ma'am.
I've always said, I want to write a book, right? But I wasn't ready. I kept saying I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And honestly, I really didn't think I was ready. I couldn't put my mind in doing a book if I was going through
Mm-hmm.
so much. I was going through a lot. But now I am ready. So I was explaining my concept, and I want you to help me because the concept that I have is almost like what you had, but it's more so for us, crafty women. You understand? Like the
That's
stuff that we are
phenomenal.
going through, we go through a lot, but not a lot of people thinking, okay, we crochet, and I went through a whole lot, but crochet saved my life. So because crochet saved my life, I want to work with that because not people don't realize
Perfect.
how much we
Perfect.
crochet because we are healing and that's therapy for us. I don't want a how to
I
crochet
love
book.
it. Love it.
That's what I want to do.
First of
And
all,
I
let
would
me let
love
me
for
say
these
this,
ladies to
Shauna.
help.
You first of all, you do know that you remember that you're already a published author.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole point of you writing your story in Confessions of a Welfare Mom, you became your name is there. You are
Yeah.
you are in a book. It's your words. That is an
Yeah.
author.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I don't
You
tell
are
nobody. I told
I
them
know.
today, but I don't really talk about it.
You are a published author. Your story is there in your words. You definitely you have a niche. I love that idea, that concept, and putting together an anthology like that. It's not hard to do. I'm about to produce my fifth one.
I have them all lined up and the links so they can see.
This is so funny. And I was talking to my graphic designer today, and she said, "You wanted a magazine? What are you?" And I said, "Listen, this last one, I'm not doing. I'm not doing a magazine. That
Oh,
I'm
I
not.
was about to say, you doing a magazine? I
No,
want
girl.
in.
I'm doing what I did was I said there's only 5 people in the book. So instead of doing a traditional bound book, I'm doing something a little bit different for the print copy. I said we'll drop the ebook, we'll do these for the print copy, and I'm just telling all my business now. We're
Yeah, you
actually
are.
going to, for this book, we're actually going to do my very first audiobook.
Oh, see, that's my thing. Audiobooks.
I do too. I
Oh,
love them. So I'm
yes.
excited that and all the ladies have agreed that they wanted to do it themselves. They didn't want me to have somebody else read their story.
Oh, can we do that?
I was
Can we do an
and
audiobook?
huh?
Can we do that?
What'd you
Can we do
say?
an audiobook?
So let me get through this process. After you get
Okay.
everybody's written work, then we'll go from there. But yeah,
Okay.
so it was just one of those things where I just, and it dropped in my spirit, and my director from my plays and stuff, he's got a studio, and I was just like, "Hey, can you let me know how we can do A, B, and C?" And he was like, "Absolutely." So I'm waiting to hear back from him. And I had taken this course in one of the groups that I'm in about turning your books into audio books. So yeah, so I'm learning,
Um,
and I'm figuring it out. And that's what I try to encourage other women to do. Learn what you need to learn, figure out what you need to figure out, because you can do it.
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm
dope.
excited. I'm excited because when I see you put out stuff, and then, like I said, in the beginning, I was not into it, but now I research all the time. So I'm in all of those groups, and I'm literally looking into everything, and I'm networking, I'm talking to people,
Yes.
and that is how I am able to be where I'm at right now. Kawan, like I was just saying not too long ago when I did Mentor Monday, I never could say I want to get my hair done and go get my hair done, spending $150 just because. And I'm able to do that now. My son say he wants some sneakers. I can say, okay, we could go get sneakers. And so I'm in a place right now where I'm really blessed and I'm not even working as hard, and I make up my own hours, and I'm happy. I'm content. I'm very, very, very excited because I know it's only going to go up from here. And that's why I want to share, because where I came from, where I
Mm-hmm.
came from and what happened all those years, it just is like I honestly never saw the light. I never saw the light back then. 2 years ago, I didn't even see the light. I see the light now. I see now, I see it's nothing but up.
Mm.
And I see it for the ladies as well, because it's so many of them that follow me, and then they always asking questions and always doing this. And it's so many crafty ladies, like so crafty. Sometimes it blows my mind, like, oh my gosh, I can't even do that. So I think that we would do phenomenal, and I'm even process doing that unless I ask you. So I was like, let me just ask Kawan, because I don't even know where to go. So when I saw that you was doing the class, I said, okay, my mind needs to be focused. Can I do this? I had to pray about it because I needed to understand, is this something I wanted to do? I don't want to just do it just because it looked good. I want to do it because it's going to feel good too. So I needed
Yes.
to make sure this is for me. And then I
And I
said,
know that
okay.
it is. It is for you. And it's so funny that you would even say that. Whenever I have a graduation for my ladies, my cousin Saditra comes. And when she comes, I always make sure that she can make remarks or whatever. But she reminds and she tells the ladies how she was one of my first. Like, I've been doing what I do for a long time. And and how, what I was able to, and I don't remember exactly. I remember, come on, that type of thing. But just the exposure and all those different things that I try to do with women now. She's like, Kawan, you've been doing this, for a really, really long time.
Yeah,
And it's
you
so
were.
interesting, and to see it and to hear it. I know that you can. I know that um, the opportunity was going to come. I am honored and thrilled that you would allow me to be able to do that with you. You need a tool because the women who are called to you deserve you to be ready.
Exactly. Exactly. You're
They
right. Instead of me
deserve you
crying
to
all
be
the
ready.
time. You're
Yep.
right. You're absolutely right. I
If
don't
if
want
if
to,
you
I
are
do research.
constantly
That's
giving
it.
out, you have to have something that's pouring in.
Right.
And as you are, and one of the things about Journey Towards Purpose with that program, the coaching program, those ladies, they cling to me. We have our conclave coming up the October 1st to the 4th. I can't tell you, the conclave last year was the weekend before that. It was last weekend in September. I know for a fact that they first started asking me in January about conclave in supposed to be September. I was like, well, Coach K, we just was trying to figure out when you gonna drop the
Wow.
information, how much is it gonna be, so we can start our payment plan. I got one of my ladies, I kid you not, walked into my office in April after the first stimulus, all of that, and paid for her conclave cash money in April.
She meant business. She
I'm
meant business.
like,
That's
I was
investing in your
like,
business, though.
but it's,
Investing in
and then
yourself.
I had somebody else who, was, needed to make a change, and I want women to understand that, personal development is not about the team. If you don't come, you're not hurting me. If you
Yeah,
don't stay connected, you're not hurting me. The whole point is that you have people who are called to you, and you need to be ready for them. I can't pour into you and have my people pour into you if you're not there. It's
right.
about you and what God called for you to do. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing at all. So, if you have to remember that what you don't do is doing a disservice to yourself and to who's called to you.
I wouldn't want to do no disservice to them. So I do want to get some tools to be able to help way more, because there are questions that they ask and I say I really don't have the answer, or I don't know how to answer, or I get emotional because I'm still dealing with stuff that I had to deal with in the last 2 years. So
Mm-hmm.
I do need to work on some of that myself. But my goal is to have my hands more into not just crocheting, but into giving and to helping, educating, and
Mm-hmm.
it can all be into the crafty world. But that's what I am trying to do, and I
Well,
feel
I'm
like
excited
that will
for
help.
you.
I'm
I'm
excited
excited for
too.
you. We will have a different conversation so we can get you all set up. I'm really hoping that I can do some things a little bit differently soon. So yeah, I'm having surgery in November. So that's why I
Oh,
said I'm doing 2 more classes, September and October. That's it.
oh
Because I
wow.
gotta launch David's children's book before the holidays. I got too much stuff I gotta do. And I can't do it all, and I got, yeah, I gotta be mindful of my health and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna get all of this stuff done and get it done, and by the first week of November, I'll be, only thing left is promoting this book for this boy. What was the process of writing a book? And man, listen, let me tell you something, Miss Ashley. That's a phenomenal question. The first step is get it out. That means start writing, start speak texting, whatever it is that you need to do. If you are an English major and you want to edit it yourself, then that's your business. I pay people to do that. You don't need to go worry about that.
Yeah, you said
Self-publishing
that to
is
me.
very, very I told you that, right?
Yeah, you
Very,
did.
very easy. It is the most simple thing. Get a coach. Do not try to go at it alone. But we can't help you. No coach can help you with your book or book project until you have something on paper. I know one, two, three good editors. Okay. Depending on what type of book, I'll tell you who I would send you to. Okay. Publishing, self-publishing, there's a few different options for that. There's a few different options. There's plenty of graphic artists out there who will get you a hot cover design based on whatever your personality and what it is that you want. So all of the different pieces that you need somebody that's going to walk you through all the different pieces so that you're not feeling like you're missing a step. That's one. But the main thing is get it on paper. Get it on paper. I even this the last book I did, Our Journey Towards Purpose, one of the ladies literally sent me 50, and I mean 50, handwritten pages.
What? Did you use all 50 pages?
I did not use all 50 pages, But what I did was I had, of course, I had to have them transcribed. I had to, pick out what I was going to use, but get it out by any means. This young lady was literally homeless at the time. So
Mm,
sitting somewhere and she typing it on her phone.
yeah,
It all there were so many talk about challenges. Homeless with her children. It was
yeah.
not the yeah, it was not the best time, but she wanted to start her writing process. And by her starting her writing process, she literally after she did her writing, she just took pictures. She numbered the pages and literally sent me photos in email.
Oh, wow, creative. Wow.
But I had we had to walk through that. And there, there's no challenge that you can't deal with. So if a
Right.
homeless woman can handwrite, take pictures of it with her phone and email it to me, I know that you can get it done. I
Yeah.
need to call her and remind her what she did. She's like, she moved back to South Carolina. She's like really well, beautiful home. They're great. But
Yeah, because
yeah,
I just was not like that second book. You kept saying, Shauna, do it. Just write anything. Just do it. And I just could not. I couldn't. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I was just going through so much. I do want to ask you, piggyback off of what Stacy is asking. You're still doing the LLCs and
I
um
am. I am so excited about that. Let me tell you, ladies, legitimize your business. Legitimize your business. I took a curriculum that I was using working with ladies and I created a whole business out of it. No matter what you're doing, get your LLC. In this day and age, you need it for your taxes. You need to
that's the
have
question she
something
kept
that you're
asking me, and I'm
using
like, I
to
don't know.
to write off all different expenses and all of that. So in order for you to do that, create your LLC. Yes, I didn't know. It's so funny. I've been helping women with business and all these different things all these years, but I had not helped people do that before. And earlier this year I had somebody ask me about helping them with their 501c. No, that was last year. And so we did it. She got it. No big deal. And and actually it was a barter. She didn't pay me. This was a Latino
Uh,
organization. So what I charged her was for her to take my brochure and translate the entire brochure into Spanish.
oh, that was smart. That
So
was
I got a
smart.
whole translated Spanish brochure. Yes, and I got helped her with her legal paperwork. I helped them set up for their, I think we did their South Carolina incorporation, and then we did their 501c with the IRS. So yes, LLCs are important. Get it. If you're Jersey, it's not as simple. It's simple. South Carolina is just really really easy. I've done some paperwork for South Carolina. I mean for Jersey. Currently, a lot of states are they're just, some are really easy and some are just crazy the way that you have to go about doing stuff. But yes, for your business, you need to be able to take electronic payments. You need to be able to write off your stuff. You need to be able to get a bank account for your business. If somebody wants to write a check to your business name and you don't have a business account, what are you going to do? I know that down here there are places that you can set up accounts with that will cash your business checks, but you have to bring in all the paperwork of the business so that you can set up that
Uh,
account.
so you might as well just have your own.
So regardless,
Wow.
you're gonna need the paperwork. So even if
Wow.
you're not at a traditional bank, you're still gonna need your EIN. You're still gonna need your incorporation paperwork. I'm trying to read the question. I live in Georgia, but I left for California. I was licensed. Okay. but now I'm in Georgia. Dissolve your business license in California. Do not have a license where you're not operating unless you are doing business there. You definitely need to get one for where you're at now.
That's a
You
great
definitely
question. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah. Some states, some like city you require you to have a business license to operate there. If you're still doing business in California, absolutely keep it. But you really should establish yourself in the state that you're living.
That makes a lot of
Okay?
sense. What if you're on disability?
Disability, you can still own a business. There's lots of disabled veterans and different folks who are still business owners. You might don't run into any trouble with your taxes and that kind of thing. And if you possibly you might not want to be a sole proprietor, you might want to have a partnership, so it's not saying it's not all your income, it's your partner's income.
Right.
And with an LLC, it's not like a nonprofit. You can have family, so like you and your son could be on your business.
Gotcha.
And Elijah needs his own company, so I'm just saying.
Yeah,
If
I
if
know.
if
I might as well
David
just add
created
them.
Beanie Dave, I think that he just needs to
I
be
saw
Elijah.
that.
Like,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that. That is crazy. I was looking like, what? This is
girl.
crazy.
Let me tell God is amazing. But the thing of it
Yes.
is, when it comes to business, if you do not push and encourage your kids to figure out their own stuff as well, we can't have generations of employees anymore.
Yeah.
Think about that. Look
Yeah.
at where we're at right now. Teaching them to learn how to figure out their own way, that's
Hmm.
how we service them for the future.
Yeah.
I have been 100% an entrepreneur since January 1st, 2016. I walked out of that job literally at 3:35 on
And
January
never
1st
came back.
and never went back. I left Department of Mental Health,
Wow.
and I have not had a full-time job since then.
Wow.
So it's not easy. It has not been fun. It has certainly had its struggles, but I couldn't do that if I wasn't out here rocking my business.
Hmm. It's a lot of work, and
And
you just got to keep
if I
putting it
didn't have a
in.
legit business, if I
Yeah.
was just doing it to be doing it, you have to have an established business. What
Yeah.
other
That is
questions, ladies?
great information.
Absolutely. Do not. If I had a box to stand on, do not use LegalZoom. Please don't use LegalZoom. I promise that I won't charge you as much as LegalZoom. Um, but but I will charge you, but I'm not going to charge you as much as LegalZoom. It sent me additional lawyers to support. Do you recommend this as well? I don't recommend LegalZoom at all. At all. Um, One of my clients who I did their nonprofit organization for, I can't remember exactly. It was some crazy amount of money that they wanted to charge. I mean, it's not even just the amount of money that they want to charge. You don't want to have to go back through LegalZoom when you need to make a change. You don't want to have to go
Oh,
to
I
LegalZoom
never
when
even thought
you,
of that.
yeah.
I never
I
thought of
mean,
that.
it is it's a convenient thing, and I think maybe years ago it was great, but no. I can be your registered agent to handle that type of stuff, but I'm a person that you can reach out and feel and Shauna, who knows me. Shauna know my mama, my sisters, my family. I'm not a company with no face. Um, is it better to get a tax ID? Yes. A tax ID is free. That is your EIN, your employee identification number. You need that. Do not use your social, because if you're doing business, especially individual business that you're doing, if somebody wants to pay you through their company, you don't want to give them your social.
I
I
didn't
mean,
think
you
about
really
that
don't want to,
either. I didn't think
because they're
about
gonna
that.
they're gonna file that they paid you. So if you're doing it, even
Mm.
if it's 1099 or whatever, however you're doing it, you really, I mean, I've always had an EIN, even when I was just doing, my books and plays and stuff like that. I got a new EIN for Journey Towards Purpose Global Institute.
Oh,
You can
wow.
have more than one. People have more than one
I
company.
didn't know that.
Yes, and I got another EIN for Girls Empowerment, that nonprofit, and then my other nonprofit, Empowered Connections, has its own EIN. Everybody has its
You
own
don't
entity.
play. You do not play. I know that is right.
How hard is it to get an LLC, and should I find a company to help to get it? I will tell you this. How do you say that name, Shauna? Do you know her?
Shalita. Yeah, Shalita.
Shanitha, do some research on your own. And then if you want, what I'm doing is my consultations are only $50. Shauna,
That's
I'll
it.
send you. I
That's
know,
it.
shush, shush, shush.
Like, what?
It is, and believe me, New Year is, as you saw in my email, everything is going to the right prices. Um, yeah. So if you book your consultation in the month of August or September, it will still be $50. But know that $50, I will take it off of whatever the fee is for whatever service that you're going to do. So you don't have to say, okay, well, say if I'm going to charge you $350 to do whatever it is that you need it to get done, that 50 would come off. And my fees do not include your filing fees. So if the fee for New Jersey, Georgia, wherever, is $125, you would pay whatever my fee is, plus you would pay me the $125 so that I can process and do all the paperwork that you need to get done. I print them. I don't know if you can see in the back seat, I got my binders. I just had to pick up a new set of binders. So I put all your stuff in your binders, so all of your business documents are the same. It's not as pretty as LegalZoom, but you have to pay for all that binding and pretty stuff that LegalZoom send you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I did
yes,
use it once.
I would do your own research. Have some idea of what it takes. If you see it and you go, you know what, I can fill this out. New Jersey, I know is they do the whole Department of Treasury, revenue,
Yeah.
and then it's business. It's so it can be a little funky, but
Yeah.
you're in Arizona. Okay. I don't know anything about Arizona, but I have a virtual assistant who's working on getting me all my information for all 50 states so that I'll be prepared when somebody comes to me with a state that I have not done before. So if you want me to research it, if you want to book a consultation, we'll definitely be able to do that for you.
I have
And I'm
all
training
her
somebody else in
information
social.
in the description. All your information is in the description to get in touch with you.
Oh, okay, great, great. No, you cannot use a P.O. box.
Oh, you
No, you
can't?
cannot. No, you cannot.
It has to be a physical address?
It has to be a physical address. You can't use
Hmm.
a P.O. box for an EIN either. So that's the very first thing you're going to do is an EIN before you go get an LLC, because you got to put your EIN number on the application for your LLC. And no, you cannot
Mm.
have a P.O. box. If you want to get a P.O. box for your business after you've already established your business, that is absolutely fine. What do you do? A crochet business should get insurance. That's a great question.
It
Um,
is.
I don't know. I mean, I think that you should definitely consider some type of business insurance. Um, all of my clients, I've put them in a group on Facebook. I have a private group called Coach K's Nonprofit Leadership. I'm probably going to change that a little bit because I have clients who are not in nonprofit, but they I did their LLCs and stuff like that. Um, so I shared in there, and I have some friends who do insurance and what have you. I will ask that question, but it really like we're shopping around now because my husband went back into detailing cars, and he's not under a big dealership anymore. So you know, we're looking to see what our options are, and if he's covered under the company that he's partnered with, but he should probably get his own because he's the only technician. So we're kind of figuring that out. You know, but so I don't know 100%. I will ask. So you got to book a
Okay.
consultation so we can delve into it some more, and I can give you some more direction.
She ready.
I will do it
she,
September. All right.
she ready.
That's
Stacy
awesome. I
ready.
look forward to
Natalie
working
ready.
with you ladies.
Natalie
I
says she
totally look
ready.
forward to working to you with you ladies because it's this year. It is the year that we will be just we are exploding. They said 2020 was the year of what is it, new vision and all of that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got new vision, all right. Our
we
new
do.
vision is we are no longer going to sit back and let things happen to us. We are going to be in the forefront. We are going to be leaders. We're going to have our stuff together. When all this money came down from the SBA and all of that stuff, man, listen, somebody said to me, well, are you, you know, when you do your 501c's, do you do grant writing? And I said, I do one better. I get you grant writing. There's nothing worse than a proposal coming and you're not able to get it because you didn't have something you needed to have.
Hold
So
up.
make sure that you are doing what you need to do to be in line and ready. You are a business owner. You were affected by COVID. There's absolutely no reason why you should not have been able to get some SBA funds as well. But because you weren't established, you're not eligible.
Oh, stop
Some of my friends who have been
playing.
struggling with their business
Yes.
got 5 figures.
Stop. You just hurt my heart. Stop playing. And I
I'm
thought
just
about that
saying.
too.
We have to get our stuff together. My husband and we've been working on this house for 2 years. I don't know if you can see my little porch. You see my little blue door?
I
Yo,
see it,
I ain't
boy.
showed nobody really this. That's my blue door.
I see it.
So for 2 years, I mean, it's been a struggle, like, you know. So my address is like my address on my license was not really where I was living. And then I had my son's address, and then I had my other address. And so when I got approved and then I got denied, and she felt so bad. And I said, don't worry about it. I look like a fraud.
You're so silly.
But
You're
it was
so
true.
silly.
I understood. I was like, they were asking for more, you know. I'm like, okay, my bank statement says one thing. So everything is all jacked up because of, you know, so now, I mean, I'm getting it together, you know. I finally got my license changed to my actual physical address. I'm changing the address at the bank and all that stuff. I'm getting it all together. But the whole point was I've had to learn a lesson so that I can make sure that I let you guys know if your stuff is not together, I mean, for whatever reasons, we got to get our stuff together. Get
You're right.
You want to use a PO box? That's absolutely fine for some things, but business, you're gonna have to have a physical address. You understand?
You're right.
At least to establish your business, you definitely do. So there's a lot of different little things that you're gonna have to learn and do and all that stuff. And you're not always ready for a business coach. a
I
certified
wasn't.
real business coach. See, I do your
Yeah,
personal and your, get your help you get your business started. But a business coach, she could care less if you were sleeping in the park. What we doing for this business? That's all she want to talk about.
that's
If you paying me to
what
help
legal
get your
room
business,
is.
that's just it. I'm gonna tell you somebody to follow. Coach Ree Williams, REE. I'm gonna send you
Ree
a video.
Williams.
She did a live last night, and it was just so on point. Matter of fact, her live was so harsh that I sent it to someone who literally started a business and was coming to me to dissolve the business because she felt like she wasn't ready. When she listened to Coach
Oh,
Ree's video, she was like, "All right, Kiwan, help me." I was like, "Oh, okay.
wow.
You wasn't ready. That's fine, but we get ready. We get the help that we need to do what we need to do." Now, if you're sitting there feeling defeated and not feeling like, this is maybe what God called you to do, maybe he just kind of called you to do this for, the babies and, that kind of thing, and not on the bigger scale, that's absolutely fine. That's the lane that you want to play in. That's absolutely fine. But when he called you for more, there's certain things that you're going to have to do to be able to operate on that level. When my husband
I
hears me
actually
having
mentioned that.
conversations with people and what have you, his eyebrows be going up. I'm like, listen, if you're gonna pay me $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 for me to do all this stuff for you, then this is what we're gonna have to do. You got to be ready. And if you're not ready because you don't know everything, get ready. Find the folks
Yeah,
who are going to be able to help you. Find the folks who are going to be able to give you the right information. And guess what? You may not know, but I do. And if I don't, I know somebody who does know. One of
that's what
my
I told them.
one of my
I did.
amazing colleagues offered my nonprofit leaders at a phenomenal special. She's giving them a one-page of website and doing their Facebook page for their new business for $175.
What?
It's about connection.
That's what I told them. I told them that you have networking and connections, and I literally go
Man,
through all your
listen.
groups.
When I had one of my ladies, she was like, "Oh my God." And one of the girls, she was Michelle, she's like, "Well, one of your clients paid for their service already." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's great." I said, "Who was it?" And then when she told me, I said, "Wait a minute, I think she had already gotten somebody else." I guess she not. So she just was like, I'm gonna go with this deal over here. It's somebody that who can hear me and listen and give me what it is that I need. Then I'm gonna rock over here. So you gotta find people that you're gonna be able to work with. My graphic artist that I use for all of my stuff, I'm talking. She's got binders this big of the stuff that she's done for me. I promise you, I'm not one of those people. I know what I want and it's in my head, but what comes out of my mouth when I'm trying to explain it is not, the same. So
Yeah,
I can't work with everybody. If you're not a visionary, I can't work with you. Because I'm going to tell you,
that's
it
how
looks
I
like
am. I'm
this.
visual.
I need pink and white. That's it.
Yep, that's how I am. I'm like that. I'm like that.
So
I am.
I don't have to give her anything other than this is what I need, and I need an invitation, and I give her the vitals: where, when, why, how, whatever, and then that's it.
That's a
This is my
good
next question. Writing
process.
right now for business proposal for grants. That was I'm glad I helped you. I'm glad I helped you. I tell you this much. My grant writer said to me, Kiwan, you're my favorite client, my best client, because everything that he asked before I had it. What are
Mm,
your objectives for this program? Here. What do you hope to achieve? Who is your target market? Age, all the demographics here.
I do that
Who's
too.
your partners? Here are the letters from my partners.
I have that all in this book. I keep it next to me, my journal. Yep.
you know, when it comes to asking for funds, they want to know you know what you're doing, and they want to know who you know. I had the list of my all my board members, my donors, all their information. That's here. Copies of your 990s here. Everything that has to go into this packet here. That is more valuable than telling you that I can put together a packet for you. Because if I can put together a packet for you, but you don't have everything you need, how is that going to be helpful?
Right. Exactly. I was about to say it's getting dark, kind of.
Yeah, girl, it's starting to get dark out here. Let's see. Oh Lord, it's
Oh
getting
my
dark.
gosh, Kai.
Yeah, girl, God, 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 God. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. Y'all have to see this. You know, all I can say, I don't know, I can't do it. I'm not gonna crazy, but God,
Wow.
that's nothing but God.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea that how he
Mm-mm-mm.
was gonna do that. Sales is.
I'm amazed.
Let me say this to you. Selling is a part of business. What you have to remember is that people are looking for a certain thing and you are offering a certain thing. You have a niche, then operate within your niche. And I also say this about sales. I know that you might feel like you're not a good businesswoman. Get help to be better. There's all kinds of apps
Research.
you can use. I don't care if you get one of those spiral. Nope, not even a spiral one. Where are my books? My son done took everything in the house. I told him to leave those things in the car. I give my ladies notebooks. Now is the best time. All the school supplies are out. So
Yeah.
I found 12 beautiful purple notebooks for my conclave for my ladies. So my coaches
Oh,
will get.
purple.
I found those for 50 cents in Walmart. um those notebooks. It's now's the time. Get all your business supplies. I found
Nice.
all my binders for my clients, all that stuff. Any of your business supplies, any of your stationery stuff, now's the time to get it. Back to school, that's the time to get it. So
Right.
I'll take those same notebooks and I'll have my lady make me my logo in a big enough patch that can cover that, whatever.
Oh, that's a
So it'll,
great idea.
girl, custom. It'll all be custom.
I love custom. I love custom. I do it all the
Absolutely.
time.
Yes. I found these the water bottles for $1. That's purple.
And it's purple.
Yep, it's purple. So
I
I'll get
love
the
purple.
either get their name or a logo or something on that. Yep.
That's
Yep.
cool.
12 of them. Yep. All
Nice.
I'm saying is that same notebook you can write down stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to be bad at anything. There's so many people that can help you. My the guy who's the director of the I run a transitional house for women. That's a whole nother conversation. um his wife reached out to me. She's been doing accounting and stuff like that. That's what she does for professionally. And so I said, are you gonna be doing anything on the side? What do you mean? Why are you not doing your own thing? And that was a year ago. Now she's in my inbox sending me the starter of her website for personal
Oh,
for
wow.
business, for bookkeeping.
Wow. Okay.
Whatever you're doing
Okay.
professionally, I know you can do it personally in your own business.
Mariana,
See?
need my glasses. I'm not made
Girl, if you
feels.
don't go put you a couple dollars in that account, yes, get you a bank
Yeah.
account. You keep your account, put you some money in your account, because just as soon as you decide you're not going to hold on to that account, somebody want to write you a check in your business name.
Yep.
Your sales are a reflection of you. You got to really get out there. Get totally outside the box. Whether you get you a business coach or you start doing craft fairs and different things like that, start making sure that all of your clients are sharing personal stories. If your clients are not sharing your stuff and tagging you as the person who did it, word of mouth is your best thing. If they're not sharing what you did, I get more hits on getting their business started whenever I post one of my clients getting with their stuff.
Yep. We spoke about that on Monday. Yep.
When people share, listen, this is what she made for my baby. This is what she made for me. Whatever. Other people will see it and want it. That opens you up to a whole new audience. Why do you think with insurance and all those other things, they always want you to make a list of the people you know? Make a list, make a list, make a list. They don't care if you sign up or not. They want the people you know.
Yeah.
When you're sharing on social media, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, that's how it gets out.
Mm-hmm.
That's your best
I was
thing.
just saying that. Myself and my friend Gail, we was talking about that on Mentor Monday, because I explained to them that I don't have to solicit anymore. Like, when I post my stuff, I'm posting my stuff. I don't have to say, DM me if you want this. You want this, call me. I know you want, I don't have to do that anymore. It sells itself. And the person who I just gave that to, I'm always getting back 2 or 3 more customers. And some of the customers are crocheters. Some of the customers I have given to NFL players and celebrities and stuff like that. So it's like, it can happen. You just got to be consistent too.
Yep. The thing of it is, you have to, like, being consistent means showing up. You have to show up. If your page does not reflect who you are, people want to see family, because they need to know that you're a real person and you're human, and they need to see your business. That's it. Family and business. My page, you can go through it and you say, okay, this chick supports everybody. She supports all kinds of businesses, particularly women's business. She does this, she does this, she does this.
Yep.
If your page is not clear, then people aren't sure who you are and what you do. You shouldn't have the question or wonder. I need to get in this house. This man hasn't pulled up yet, and at least get my chicken in the oven.
You're so silly.
Because in addition to all of this,
much.
I am a wife, girl.
I know. A wife, a house, a granny, a mommy. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Brandon,
I got
28.
grandparents. They come out here and they run and stuff. It is insane.
Wow.
I'm a Jersey girl, y'all. I'm Jersey City through and through. And I drive an hour from the city to come home. And I absolutely, I love that I get to disconnect. It's like, you know, it's really cool to be able to totally disconnect. And you know, the boys, you know, they're much more used to it now. The babies are 16 and 17, so they're much more used to it. But yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I know, right? I know, right?
I can't believe it. Thank you, Kiwan. I really, really appreciate you.
You know, you must know me a long time. You call me Kiwan.
I know.
I love you, girl.
Love you
Y'all
too.
have a great night. Anytime you need me, you let me know.
Okay, and I'm gonna hit you up about questions? That book.
Yes. Oh God, yes. We book a consultation.
I'm serious. I actually, as soon as you go, we're gonna talk about that, because everybody's gonna start writing now.
Yes. Yes. And don't camera. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for having me.
All right, have a good night. Bye-bye. I'm excited. Do you understand? So many things I didn't even know. And I think I know everything. No, I don't know everything. But I am like, wait a minute, hold up. You can't do that. You can't do that. So the information that she just gave, cherish that. Okay. I'm telling you, cherish it. Because when I look at her page, I'm literally like, oh my gosh. If I would have started back then, I could have been here. It's okay because it wasn't my time. But my time now, your time now, I'm telling you, I at one time said, I can't afford that. I'm going to just do my own research and do it myself. But let me tell you something. I had to invest in my business. And sometimes you need people that have the connections. You need the people, just like Shark Tank, right? They go in there basically asking for money in network. Some people don't even need the money. They just need the networking. And if she can do not only the networking and your connections, plus your paperwork, plus guiding you, plus personally guide you, then her price is really nothing at all. $50 for a consultation? Come on now. LegalZoom wanted like $400 when I did. $400 and I did it. And I still didn't have everything that I needed because it was just a long, drawn out process. And then they would tell you little by little, but not tell you all of this. So then it was more fees. Let me tell you something. I didn't have to go through that with her. So when I had got my email and I'm like, look, is this something that I really want to do? I'm doing it as it is. I just don't have, like she said, the tools. And it's certain things that I do want to learn and do want to know. So the book. Let me show you something. Before I keep going, I want you to see something. Let me show you. Because like she said, I am an author, but I don't talk about it a lot because it was a time in my life where I'm like, it was a rough time in my life. So I don't always talk about it. But let me tell you something. I am so ready to go on and create another book, because to actually read something that someone made that's doing something that I would want to do, that's what I want to read. I don't know what book is out there that I can read that's not specifically talking about crochet or crafting. So someone who went through the struggles and what did they have to do step by step? We all are doing our own thing, and we all have different steps and ways and troubles and stuff like that. We all have that. So when I thought about this book, I didn't want to just do it for me, because I figured that's my story. But someone may not have my story. Somebody may have your story. So that's when I said, you know what? That's what I want to do. An anthology. Anthology is all of us together writing our own inserts and putting it in one book. So you're reading each individual story and how they got to where they are. And that's what I want to do. I want to do that for us. So I am here. I'm on one of the books. So I am over here, and on the right side, I don't know if you can see the cursor, but I'm over here, not the right side, I'm on the left side. I'm on the left side at the bottom, the second one at the bottom with the little smile. You know, I'm still me, same face. So she kept asking me to do the second volume, and I just couldn't do it. I was in a time where I just could not do it. My mind wasn't focused on it. I just was in my mind. I kept saying, I want to do it. I want the benefits of being able to say I have a published book, but I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. It was just too much going on in my life. And I regret it. I regret it. I don't want you guys to do that. I don't want you to regret something that you could do now. So like a couple of years later on, um, you want to be able to say, I'm so glad I took that opportunity to do it right then and there. And I am where I'm at right now because I did that. Someone else told me, because when I told her that I was thinking of at the time, this was like a year ago, when I said I was thinking of doing the business coach, she was like, girl, what you need to do is do your own research. You don't need nobody to tell you anything. You don't need this. You don't need that. And I said, you're right. I always research anyway. I always do it. Let me tell you something. That was maybe about a year and a half ago. And a year and a half now, I'm not all the way done with everything. So everything that I need to do right now, this very second, I probably would have been done if I would have just did the coach. If I would have just did the coach and stopped listening to other people telling me what to do, I would have probably been done right now and would have been able to take the opportunity of that grant, because I knew it in my head. I knew it when I heard on the news that there's a lot of grants going out. I just knew she knew about it. I just knew it. I just knew it. And then I didn't ever got a chance to ask her. She just said it. There's grants out there for us. There's grants out there for every last one of you. Women, men, young women, older women, single moms, married, Caucasian, Hispanic, all of us. There's something out there for us. And we can't get it if we're not ready. Because that just blew my mind right there. I thought about it and I'm like, I'm not all the way ready to even try to write a grant. I have the gift of gab, and I have the gift to be able to write my business down and my creative input on my business and why I want to do this and why I'm doing that, because I am sincere about it. But it's one thing about sincere and one thing about talking about it and not having all of those I's dotted and T's crossed. And I don't. I don't have it all. When I applied for my LLC, Rona came. And then it was stuck up in the air. Because again, I got my life together only like maybe 2 years ago. So within like the year and a half and stuff, I'm trying to figure Shauna out again. I went through a horrible, 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 horrible 12 years. And she knows the 12 years that I went through. So to come out of that and to be able to be where I am at now, man, nothing is going to stop me. So yeah, that just opened up my eyes and my mind to say like, all right, Shauna, come on now. And then she's right. I can talk to you guys until I'm blue in the face, and I can give you the research that I have, the knowledge that I had found, but there's tools that I just don't know. And that's why I thought doing this whole entire week of the Diva, of getting other people who have that knowledge that I don't have. And the people that are going to be on this channel today, tomorrow, and Friday, they are kick-ass people that's going to make sure that you are whipped into shape and get your together and get your business. If you are not, why even bother? Why bother? Why bother getting all of this and putting all your money into that, or even thinking of doing this coach, doing all of that, but your mind is not into your business? Don't bother doing it then. Because I swear to you, 2 years ago, I kept saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm ready. I'm going to crochet. I'm a diva. And I wasn't ready. I was not ready. But I'm ready now. So, as far as of the book, I'm dead serious. Not playing any games. I'm going to do a date. You have it, you're in. You don't, you're not. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Do not email me. Do not send me messages saying, Diva, I'm not going to have it on this day. Can I give it to you? No, because she does not play. When I had to do that book right there, they don't play. They're very professional. She has to hire an editor. That editor has to have it in by a certain time. They have to hire a designer. So when I say a date, which I'm not going to do it right now because I think we should mastermind it a little bit more. If you're in, let me know. Let me know. Because I will get all of us together and I will do a separate group so we could talk about it. I want to write this book, and I think that all of us together should do it and talk about our strengths, talk about our trials and tribulations, what we've been through, and you got to do it. You have to do it. If you say you're going to commit yourself to do it, you have to do it. Or if you miss the deadline, I'm sorry, because I missed the deadline with that second book. I missed it. And my name is not on that book because of that. That first one, I did it. I don't even remember. I have no idea what happened during that time with the first book. I remember writing it, but I don't remember the process. That's how mind blown I was. That's how I was, because I was not in my right state of mind. So I can't even tell you what I was doing during that time, but I can tell you I missed the mark on that second one. I missed it. So I'm really excited though. I'm really excited. Sorry I missed it. I will have to watch from the beginning. What did you miss, Salitha? I thought you was on here already. Can we reach out to you through your Oh, Stacy, yes. Like I said, all the information for Coach K is in the description. Her email, she has her business number on there, her social media is on there. Reach out to her, she'll reach out to you right back and answer whatever you need. And thank you, Diva, for being a bridge. You're welcome, Dory. That's what I'm here for, honey bunnies. Gigi, you're in. Yay! I'm excited. You're in. So, special crafts and more. What did you miss? A lot. You want a business? This is where you needed to be, honey bunnies. Kiwan, Coach Kai, explained to us all of her great things. Just basically who she is, what she does, and the companies that she runs. She's an author, she's a mom, she's a wife. She has an organization where it's a nonprofit organization that she has for teens. It's a nonprofit organization that she has for women. She also has an actual business. So she has all of these things. She's also a coach, and the coach that she is basically helping you be a coach. So she can help you be get through some things and still be able to coach other people. Also, she's a coach where she's able to help you with your business. So if you need help with your paperwork, you need help getting that push because you're stagnant, you're not moving. That's what she's there for. She's there to help you and guide you and get legal. I couldn't answer Stacy. I think it was last week. She asked me about taxes and stuff. I got so tongue tied with that question because it's a legitimate question that I really couldn't answer, and I felt kind of crazy about it. So I knew the person to contact was Kiwan, and I think that she answered it the right way. Natalie question about disability, that's something hands down that is needed to know if you're disabled, if you're on Social Security or SSI or something like that. That's something you really need to know. Nobody want to mess with Uncle Sam. No one, okay? I know I don't. I need to make sure everything is separated. So she didn't have to tell me that part, but the research that I did say to keep everything separated. Have your business money here and have your personal money there. But the thing about it is, I have that and still need help. I need help still. There's days where I know that I can go to the business account if I need something in my business. If I'm running out of yarn, or if I'm running out of something and I need to go get it, I could go to my business account. But sometimes in my personal account, I may need to go run over to the business account. I want to know if I'm doing the right thing. I want to know if I do that, do I have to pay myself back? Or why can't I just take it? I want to know these things because I feel like, what's the sense of having a business if you can't take your business money? And what are you doing with the business money? Is it just sitting there? Like, these are the things I had wanted to know. I didn't ask that question because I wanted this to be about you. I can always call her. I could always call her. But if that's the question that you want as well, you need to contact her yourself. She gave up all the goods. She gave up a lot of great information. That information that she gave up was something to make your mouth start watering. So if it wasn't before, it is now. Contact her. The information, like I said, is in the description, and easy access. Like I said, I went on her social media, her Facebook page, and I would look at all her connections and I would go and watch them. When I say I do seminars and stuff like that, that's who I go on her page and I look at all of her people that she connect with, because they have these businesses, and there's even someone out there who helps with just your self-esteem, because no one realized that you have to have good self-esteem in order to keep a good business. You have to have good health to keep a good business. You need to know how to be a good mom to have a good business. Nobody don't think about that stuff. You don't think about all that stuff. There's people out there that help you and guide you so that you are able to delegate all of that stuff. And I am so excited. Now, see, this is the other books that she has. Um, this is books to stage. Oh, authors who take their books and make it into like a play or something, like some type of production, a film production. I do know that she did take one of her books and made it into some type of film. So she's also a survivor, not breast cancer. I'm a breast cancer survivor. She's also a domestic violence survivor. So all of the women in the middle book are domestic violence survivors, and they did this book and it's inserts of what they went through. I've never went through anything. I never went through any type of domestic violence at all. I do not envy anyone who had to go through anything like that. So for me, I would want to purchase the book because I would want to read it. I would want to know, like, oh my gosh, like, I have a family member who's going through this. Like, this is what they're going through. It's like they're talking about the stuff that they had to go through, the cover-ups. You know what I'm saying? So that's an anthology as well. So she got a group of women who did that. And then Our Journey Towards Purpose. 10 brave women share their share their roadmap to personal victory. Listen, that's another book I should have been in. Missed the mark. Don't do it. Don't miss that mark. Don't miss that mark. You don't understand how books, being an author, being a businesswoman, how you could elevate. It helps. It helps. And I don't use that platform. Yeah, I am a published author. I don't talk about it though. I don't know why, but I don't. But let me tell you something. This book we doing now, I will talk about it all day, every day. And the thing about it is, with her books, you get whatever you sell, that's your money. Whatever you sell, that's your money. So it's not like, she gets all of, or the person who decided to do the book get all of it. No, because you are co-author. You are in that book. And you get rights just like the person who had that idea. So that's what I had loved about it. But yeah, I always wanted to do this book because no one talks about us little crocheter people. No one. Crochet, crochet, knit, cross stitch. Like we are the stepchild of the crafty world. And I don't want that to keep happening. I want people to know we here and we out here, and all of us got something to talk about and something that you may want to read. No, I don't know anything about this book thing other than what you are saying now. Well, Salita, let me tell you something. Would you want to write? I don't know what you have been through, but I know one thing. Crochet saves my life. So if I can talk about what I went through before I even knew what a hook and yarn is, how I learned how to even know what a hook and yarn is, and how I'm able to talk about what a hook and yarn is, I want to talk about those 3 steps. That's what I want to do. I want to talk about those 3 steps because someone else who reads that book may not get it until they read that book. That's what I want to do. But I don't want to just talk about my story. I would love for others to talk about their story because your story is different than my story. So the collaboration of all of us together talking about one thing, and that's crocheting or crafting, period. So we all went through all of these motions, but our one denominator, and that's crafting, crocheting. And I think pictures would be great in there because that's one thing that was not in there, pictures. Confessions of a Welfare Mom. I didn't have any pictures, but like I said, I was very creative. I've always been like a creative writer. So when I write, I was always told to write like someone is blind and you want them to see what's going on. So if someone who used to have sight but don't have that sight no more, you want to remind them of the things that they used to be able to see. How things smell. You want to be able to describe it so that they can even taste it. That's how I was always taught how to write. Because my mom always thought I was going to be a journalist because I wrote all the time. I won journalist contests. I won all types of contests because I did poetry. I'm just a Pisces. I'm so freaking crafty and creative. I love poetry. I love writing, but that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I love crocheting now. So why not take the best of both worlds and put it together and make money off of it? How about that? How about that? We'll watch from the beginning. Yay! And make sure you pay yourself first. Yes, Key Crafts. Yes, yes, yes. What you say? I take my pay out of the money made first, and then the rest goes to my business for tax, supplies, and etc. So that's the part where I was skeptical. So what I would do is I would keep all of it in there and don't touch nothing unless I needed something. So for instance, I was always told to buy yarn when you can, or supplies. So if I need other supplies like buttons and stuff like that, buy it when you can or buy it when it's on sale. So during this pandemic, it's been a lot of sales. I've been buying a lot. So I was able to go in there and take it. So if I make $300 on this blanket that I'm making, I put it in there and then let it go. I don't even touch it, don't even look at it. Unless one day I'm moving and you need $3,000 right then and there. Okay, so then we need to work this thing out. So I need to know if I'm doing it the right way. I need to know if that's something I should do. Once I take this $3,000 out to move, was that bad? Should I find a way to put, like, these are the things I had wanted to know. And yeah, that's what I'm in the process of trying to do to make sure I'm doing it the right way so I don't go broke. I want this money to keep going. I don't want it to stop. I would not be a happy camper at all. So this is the rest of her stuff. She's talking about our journey towards purpose. So one of the monitors, Natalie, if you can you put up the links to the books? It's in Amazon. So if you want to get the book, it's in Amazon. The links to the books will be in the chat. So if you want to start a nonprofit organization, now that's something I knew she did from way back when. I always knew she did nonprofit organizations. And that's something that I had wanted to put my foot in as well. So that's something you could talk about with her. And the thing about it is with her, you don't have to worry about not having the money to do it. That's the great thing about her. You don't have to worry about not having the money to do it, because one thing about her is she'll help you try to find the money. She'll help you try to find the money to get where you want to get to. And that's what I like about her. The thing about it now is I really wish I could have used some of that pandemic money, because I feel like people owe me. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm owed some pandemic money. But because everything is not copacetic, I missed out. And I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So, yeah. All right. I'm gonna do in the class. In the class, I'm gonna do a post, and I'm going to put on that post a list. And if you want to be a part of the book, just say I'm in. Just say I'm in. Like Miss Gigi, she said I'm in. That's what I need you to do. Just say I'm in. You don't even have to put your name, because your name is already going to be there. Say I'm in. Boom. And then we'll work out with the rest. I'll do another group so that we can talk about this book and what you feel you want to do, because I don't want my brain to be all of it. I would love to hear some type of collaboration, and the more the merrier. I don't want like 50 people, but I really don't believe it will. I believe it may start out with 40 people, but it's not going to end with 40 people. I already know that. Because, some people's head is swollen, but it starts like, coming out your ears a little bit when you start realizing certain things and dates you can't keep up with. Life has thrown me a lot of curveballs. Yes, Alita, me too. That's how was until a couple of business women I follow and talk to told me to start taking my pay out first, so you're not consistently just putting all of it in my business. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know how much I would take out, and why would I take that out? Like, I guess I'm trying to be more specific so that I know that every single time. So am I paying myself 10% of how much I'm making? Like, that's stuff that I think about all the time. So I was putting all of it in there. I was, because I was afraid to touch it, because you don't understand what I had to go through the last 2 years. So it was something that I just felt like I needed to do, because I was so scared. I was so scared. So I felt like this money right here is a blessing. Don't touch it. That's how I felt. Whatever I get paid, put it in there. Don't touch it. Unless I needed supplies or something, then I take it. If I see something that I feel like it's gonna help my business, like the camcorders I bought and stuff like that, I went and bought it, because it was invested in my business. Do you have to be successful to take part in the book? Huh? Do you think I'm successful? Think about it. Think about what you just said. Do you think I'm where I want to be? I'm where I need to be right now. But is it my end goal? Is it where I want to be? No. So I think I'm successful at completing that goal, that short-term goal. That's what I am. I'm successful at that part. I still have more successes to go to get to where I need to be. so that I don't have to want for nothing. Because as of right now, I'm not living check to check, but I'm not able to say let's go on vacations every week. I'm not there. I can't say I'm gonna go buy a Lexus right now. I can't. I'm not there. So I want to be there. That's why I'm doing these little steps and working my way up, because I like the fact that I'm going up. And I think I'm going up pretty slow, but someone said I'm not. I'm going extremely quickly. Because if you think about it, I've been crocheting for 8 years. That's it, only 8 years. And out of the 8 years, I've been doing something, just not consistent. But this last year and a half, it's just been zoom, zoom, zoom. Almost to the point where it scared me because it was kind of going a little fast. And then I chickened out and stopped a little bit. And then now I'm on my grind. Now I'm not scared anymore. Now I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, that's where I want you guys to be. And if you're in, you're in. Don't put it on here. When I make the post in the class, Graphghans and Graphghans, where we at? Oh, Graphghans University. Lord, I got so much going on. Graphghans University. That's where I'm going to put the post. So if you're going to be in there, put it in there. So Mariana, put it in there, honey bunnies. You are successful because you're at a place where you wasn't yesterday. How about that? Think about it like that. That's what I use my book for. My goals. I ask my questions for the week. So Sunday I will write my question down, and throughout the week I have to accomplish that question. And did I accomplish my question yet? My question was the millennials. Yeah, I did. Sure did. I actually did it that next day. I actually have an order for a millennial. And I just got to figure out what's my next question. So this Sunday, I'm going to have another question for myself. And then next week, I'm going to accomplish that. And that's what I try to do. I try to give myself little goals because I get nervous when I think of long-term goals. So if I say by January, I'm going to do it, I get nervous. So I'm trying to do something weekly. So if I could do that, I do the same thing with trying to lose weight. I do it weekly. So if I say I need to lose weight and I'm not going to get to my goal until December, I get nervous. And I don't know why, but I do. So I do it weekly. If I can only lose a pound this week, maybe 2 pounds next week, maybe no pounds after that, that's how we'll do it. And not get nervous about anything else. So I guess that's it. I think we had a successful live today, right? Did I lag? Did I lag? I didn't lag, right? Please tell me I didn't lag. Nobody didn't say I lagged, so I didn't lag. There's no buffering, right? You didn't see me glitch? Did you see me glitch? Can I do this? And I can do this, right? And it's not like, or you don't hear me talking, even though I'm like, I be watching myself like, did it just do that? Yeah. Sometimes I just want to delete the whole entire video. Yeah. But each time I'm getting a little better, right? I'm getting a little better, little better. I tell you, I research. I don't play. I research. Research, research, research. And somebody said, what do you research? Everything. If I know I'm having problems with this computer, what do? I go get it fixed. I got it fixed. It still was lagging. What do I need to do? Research. Why is this happening? Research. I research everything. If I feel like I didn't get the amount of sales I needed to get this week, why is that? I need to find that out. So I would research. I would think about, what did I do this whole entire week? Why didn't I get that sale? If I got last month, if I had got 20 sales last month and this month I only got 10, why? I'm moving. I'm actually stopping some of those sales. I really am. I don't want to keep saying I'm going to take it and not knowing how I'm going to be when I'm over there. I can't believe I'm moving. My heart just skipped a beat. Y'all don't realize I've been through hell. So the fact that I am moving out of here, moving out of Jersey City, going into a new environment, I'm going to be with my family. I am so excited. I'm gonna be in a house. I'm gonna have my own office, backyard, basement. Oh my gosh. I don't have to run up and down third floor. I have 3 flights of stairs. My bedroom rings. The bathroom ceiling fell. I don't have to worry about none of that at all anymore. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm very, very, very excited. So yeah, I had to like put a hold on some of my orders. And the crazy thing is, that's all it is a hold, because I say I can't do it now, but it's okay. It's okay, Diva. Whenever you can, Diva. I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna still pay you. I'm gonna give you the money. No, no, don't give me no money. But yeah, that's what it is. It's like when you have customers that just keep coming and they don't mind, you have a personal life and they just want what you have. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. What is that, GJ? Great info. Need to do the consultation to get this business from the craft room to the boardroom, as Karen says, from Black Girls Craft. Aw, yeah, yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it, ladies. Let's get it. Let's do this. We can do this. Yup, party over there. Party over there. No, not in my house. No. I just realized what you said, Disha. No. No parties in my house. Sorry, I'm a cornball. I'm a cornball. I don't, in my head, and I'm gonna tell you how my head is thinking. When I think of you guys, I don't ever go on your post. I know it's bad, but I don't. I don't really know who you guys are. I only know what we talk about. So I don't look at your pictures. I look at your little tiny profile picture. And when I see your name and I see your profile picture, so if you change it, I'm discombobulated. But if I see your name and your profile picture, that's what I process in my head. I can't process anything else. So in my head, Lakeisha, you're on point. You don't even need to be here. I think you just here because you like me. Because you just like the entertainment. I don't think you need to be here. In my head. This is what I think in my head. As I talk, as I do what I'm doing, in my head, I think Key Crafts don't need to be here. She just want to listen to me. In my head. Disha, in my head. Disha, you just want to listen to me. In my head. You don't need to be here. You just want to listen to me. Gigi, in my head. This girl's entertaining. I don't need her information. I just need to be entertained. That's how I feel sometimes. Sometimes I feel I'm just giving out information, but you guys are just here because it's entertaining or it's good information, but I already knew that. That's how I feel in my head. So yeah, don't mind me. That's just how I am. I don't look at your pages because I just never did. And I like to spend my time researching, not going all in your business. Even though I was told sometimes you do need to look at who you're talking to, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. Somebody say, well, you could be talking to someone who's a sadist. I don't care. They didn't do anything to me. I don't care. I don't care. And someone else asked, let me tell you, it's a lot of people have a lot of comments. I'm telling you, a lot. When you start doing this, the comments just keep coming. On my Facebook page, I accidentally post something. I don't know if any one of you saw it, but on my Facebook page, I accidentally posted a political thing. It was a political thing. And it was a political thing that my family is like, what? Huh? What the heck is going on? I didn't know I posted. So I went to delete it. When I deleted, that's when the messages kept popping up. Because apparently a lot of people saw it. They just didn't comment. They didn't say anything. So when I deleted, they was like, oh, because we thought, I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't even know how that happened. I guess I was walking around and moving and it accidentally shared. So because I am not in your business and not looking at your pages, so if you are on the left side or on the right side and you're posting that you're on the left side and you're posting you're on the right side and you're Black Lives Matter, or if you're Hispanic, or if you are KKK, I don't know. I have no idea. I still talk to everybody the same exact way. So because I'm still talking to you guys the same exact way, when I did that earlier, people noticed. So you want to know something? Because certain people noticed, I am in everybody's club, group. If anybody ever really looked at my page and looked at the stuff that people invited me to, or you'd be like, what are you? Like, I'm in a lesbians group. I'm in a transsexuals group because I love everybody. So I'm just so friendly and I don't care. I love the world. I don't care. And I got all these people in this. You can clearly see I'm Black. Why would you put me in a group that's talking about Black people? That's the craziness about it. But then when I looked in the group, there's other Black people in the group, and I'm like, oh, they think I wanted them. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy because I don't look at your pages. So I don't know that I'm following someone who probably don't even like me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know these things. And I was told you need to do that and get them off your page. And 9 times out of 10, if they're on my page and we collaborate and we're friends from Facebook, it's because of the crochet world. And if that's our common denominator and we don't talk about anything else, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. Um, if I never had an issue with you, you never had an issue with me, and we can still talk, why would I do that? Just because my viewpoint of politics is different, I cannot say I have a sister who's on the left side. I have another sister who's on the right side. I'm in the middle. Who cares? It's what you want. It doesn't matter. That's how I feel. So that's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But let me tell you something. My network is large, though. My networking is large. And I was always told there's some people in your season for a reason. So if their season is up, their season is up, and that's fine. That is fine with me, sunshines. It's okay. Their season is up, and I will move on. It's not a problem, but I don't need to kick anyone to the side. Unless I had to do this because every time I would post something about Black Lives Matter, I am Black, or say that I want to support Black businesses, someone actually like was coming at me, and I'm like, we're not even Facebook friends. Why are you following me? And why are you coming at me? She was coming at me every single time I say Black Lives Matter. It got to the point where I think I was doing it on purpose because I just wanted to see, like, are you really watching me? But we're not Facebook friends. So I couldn't understand how she even knew when I was posting something unless she was literally going on my page because my page is open. So I just couldn't understand it. But I guess she wanted me to know all lives matter. I just couldn't take it. I just laughed. And then she said, because when I said Black Lives Matter and I buy black, she said, well, you need to buy white. And I'm like, but I do. I buy white all the time. What are you talking about? I'm in Walmart all the time. I couldn't understand it. I said, oh my gosh, I need to click the block button because I don't really do that a lot. I don't do that a lot at all. So like I said, I don't entertain it. I don't like putting politics and stuff up, especially in the groups. I'm very strict about that. At all. Do not put anything political in those groups. That's our happy space. Don't mess with our happy space. You will be put out. I just put somebody out last week. I don't even know. Somebody reported it. I don't know who reported it, but I just put somebody out last week. I don't even think I warned her. I just put her out because I couldn't believe you did that. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have something to finish. I think I just started this yesterday, so I should be finished in a day or two. But I'm about to go finish this. And I think I was supposed to feed the child and I didn't feed the child, so I got to feed the child. And this is kind of late because I usually don't wait till after the show. I usually do it before, but I kind of I slacked on the mommy duty. I slacked on the mommy duty today. I'm sorry. Eli, you hungry? What you want to eat? I slacked on the mommy duty today. Don't I usually feed you before the show? I usually feed you before my live. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So let me go feed the little boy, and I will see you tomorrow when we are going to talk to BZY Peachy. You do want to be on for BZY Peachy, and then Friday, get a reading from Toy Huff. She's going to do your reading, and she's going to tell you your future with your business. It helped with mine. It really did. So you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And enjoy the rest of your Diva week. Wait a minute, Desha. You think?